Hey everybody going out there. Welcome back to the stream. Are we live? I think we're live. Yeah, we've been working on this to-do app for a couple episodes now, and our database is stored as a linked list, and we're just kind of chill with that. We don't have a test right now for inserting into an empty list, I've been noticing. So that's one thing that I want to do, and that's definitely going to drive it's going to drive some stuff. So how do we want to do this? I'm not sure if I have an insert function. I have insert at beginning, and these are both empty. Let's just go with circle. Yeah, and so this is the thing that's going on here, is that the thing knows about its parent from the start, and I feel like it shouldn't know that. I feel like the thing knows too much. What's the upset about the URL? Set this to nil. And what else is the problem? Oh, it's the wrong order. Oh, but one thing that I did between last time and this time is, I guess you can see up here, the way I'm sort of testing that I was getting this stuff out in the right order. So I was grabbing everything out of the database and like doing specific compares on the IDs. And this was just kind of really difficult to read. So I can see over the weekend I did a little bit more, and here's the old style of asserts, and then here's the new style of asserts. You can see this is like just checking the order of the IDs, and the assert also does everything else in between, like making sure all the parent IDs are lined up and that everything's in the right order. That's the same counts. So that should clean our tests. And that's another thing I want to do. I want to make the test kind of declare a starting state. And perhaps move the database specific fields. That's basically just the linked list stuff, like the parent ID. To some kind of a wrapper. Let's look at this. This is weird. Just inserting something into the database, you shouldn't have to know the ID of the parent or anything about that at all. And do I not have an empty queue? I have, it's called in-memory queue. Okay. Maybe I should call it empty, since that's actually what it is. Does that break anything? No. Okay, cool. If we were to split out like the thing record, perhaps, from the thing. Like maybe this is the thing record, and then we have this new thing called the thing. Let's call it model for now. I want to rename this back to thing in a hot second. I just don't want to have, I think I'll just make the renaming a little bit easier if I name them two different things to start. Maybe not. Maybe I do need. Maybe I can name this thing. But then again, I guess thinking even further ahead, yeah, these can live. These can live over there. Thing model icon, and I think pickable color was a separate model. Yeah, it's just on its own, so that's fine. Oh, so these need to be this. These need to be the same ID, eh? Can this just be self? Please just be self. Oh, good. And who else is upset right now? Well, the whole rest of the world. That's okay. Okay, so this is just the IDs. That. Okay. Is this file happy now? Oh, okay. This should be the record, huh? Yes, what I want to do is it's just like I showed in the test, just like when we're inserting a new item, a new thing in the database, we shouldn't have to know the parent ID while we're sticking it in. And I was thinking you could try to separate this out. And I guess it's very, it seems very tied together. This is gonna affect everything. This refactor. And then that also opens up, should these return thing records or thing models? I guess a thing record can, you can get a thing model out of it. You can say something like var model and just create one from here. It's just gonna have all the same stuff, just without the database fields. Self.id, self.title, self.reason, self.pearl, self.icon, self.icon color. Now, if we want to go in the other direction, that's going to be it's going to be a little weird. Let's see, this isn't doing well. Yeah, let's just go ahead and rename this in here as well. Let's see how far this goes. Oh, you know, I could make them both fetchable. Like this could actually work. We could fetch the SQL, what SQL returns. We could interpret these as the model version, actually. We go ahead and add the protocols to it, and we add the database table name. Yeah, so now that compiles. Okay, yeah, I wanna name this thing. That's what this should be. Specifically because I want it to be thing ID and thing icon. Maybe we'll rename this to item or something. Just at work all day, like everything's an item in the database. I wanted to name it thing, so but here we are. Not conform to codable, really? How not? Oh, we can say this is not persistable though. You can just say it's only fetchable. You can't actually save a thing in this way. That's true. Why does this not conform to codable? Let's see. Oh, because I didn't take off the parent ID off the coding keys. Now is it a little bit happier? Oh, same thing with the updated at and created at. There we go. So this file is happy again. So let's go over to the next file. So this is the reorder function. And I guess for now, this is on thing record, I guess. Nil requires a contextual type. Okay, let's just grab it all the way out. Yeah, we do have some failing tests already around this. This is supposed to help with that, but we haven't actually finished that yet. Took says, hello, hello. Hey, welcome back. What do you think of Vapor performance and cost of hosting, like memory usage? In my experience, it's been pretty good. Thanks for the question, Tukes. And from what I hear from others, it's pretty okay too. What have you bumped into? There are a few places that it's for free. I think I haven't tried it out yet, but I hear fly.io you can do free hosting right now. Now that Heroku doesn't have free anymore. So they are not sponsoring me. I'm not sponsoring them. Let's see, where's their pricing? Yeah, you get three things you can run for free just to start out. cool. So these should be, here we're doing database stuff in here. These should be thing record. I think you just need to catch up. Yep. Yeah. Xcode takes a minute sometimes to catch up itself. And do we have any other reds in this file? Tuke says, how does it compare to Golang, for example? How does Swift hosting compare to Golang hosting? You know, I am not sure. I have written some Go, but not on the server. I haven't deployed my own Go applications. Yeah, I guess your Googles are going to be as good as mine here. Yeah, now everyone is very upset, so let's go ahead and fix some stuff. And what's the problem? Nil requires, oh, it's just Xcode being slow. Yeah, so this is the thing that inserts the fixtures. This is kind of going to be motivating the task for tonight. That's true. Let's see if we can come back to that. Is there any other things? No, just stuff in the test that needs fixing. So I guess this is next. Tuke says, so for every new project that you started that needed a backend, you think Vapor directly. For me, for my preferences, for what I like, for what I'm good at, for my strengths, yeah, Vapor. Everybody's different, you know. Everybody has their own things that they like, their own concerns, and you should do what feels best to you. I'm just sharing what I'm doing, and of course answering questions as best I can. Yeah, so I have these two methods, insert after and insert at beginning. And I guess right now, I kind of want to have an insert that knows how to do both, I think. Tukes asks, do you think Apple needs to invest into Vapor or server Swift in general more? I know they are. I know that they are. I know that they are. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I know that they're working on it. I know that they're accepting feedback too. Like if you check out the Swift forums, there'll be some stuff in there. Investing in Vapor, perhaps not directly, but definitely on server-side Swift, which Vapor is the most prominent one. So, yeah. I don't think any of this is secret, but I also I don't want to say anything misleading either. And I guess this will check if we have an empty database or not. And if it's empty, it'll call insert after the current parent. Or if it is empty, it'll insert at the beginning, which I think means we need to have a way to get the current end of the list. So that might be something we want to write a test for as well. Well, I guess for now we can kind of skip this method and just do this directly, since we know what our fixtures are. So let's open our write transaction. So I guess if this is if we're saying insert this at the beginning, we're kind of assuming that nothing exists already in here. So we can copy things over and use the ID and parent ID as it exists. So here, because it's the first thing, the parent ID will be nil. Do I want to reformat this? Yes. Of course I want to reformat it. Gotta have pretty code to look at. Do it. Oh, next code. Okay. And then I guess insert after is going to look very similar. We won't update the head of the list, but the parent ID will just be the parent ID that gets passed in. So that's super chill. And we can go back to our fixtures. Where was it? Oh, yeah, here to go. We can just keep these separate for now, actually, just make this super easy on ourselves. Start beginning the first thing, and then let's see, maybe we'll save this to a clarifying variable. And then, let's see, for thing and things, just go ahead and insert them. Oh, this needs the, need to kind of save the current parent ID, huh? Oh, I guess that makes this an async function. Okay, interesting. Do we want to accumulate here? To save the ID? Let's see if we can do this another way. Let's see, things dot reduce. The initial result will be the, just say nil. Oh no, this is going to be first thing dot ID. This will be previous ID. Then we can say and then return this ID. Hey, what happened to the music? Not pass function of type UUID thing. Synchronous function type. Oh. Reduces expecting a. Can't do async inside of this. It's kind of unfortunate. Yes, we could have insert after. Let's see, I guess if we have a. If insert after takes like a list of things already, then we can get away with this. Just trying to work around the async nature here. It's going to be basically the same type signature, just it's going to be things. Which really is this in so many words. Just insert things. We can keep these as singular. Then this all goes away. Although I want to save this because we're about to use it again. Okay, so I copied it into my paste buffer. And I got a little lost. Where was I? Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. So if there's no first thing in the list, we just return there's nothing to do. Easy peasy. And I'll be able to refactor this in a second, but not right now. So we'll insert in the first one. We'll update the. Oh, we need to start a write transaction, of course. Move this into the curly brace. Yeah, so this is these two lines take care of the head, and then we need the tail. So I guess we can say let tail equals things dot drop first. Then instead of insert after, it's going to be very close. What is wrong with Apple Music today? Try this playlist. Sorry about the music today, folks. Okay. I think this will do it. This is a little verbose. I kind of want to pull something out, but let's make sure that it's working first before getting too excited. Result of call to reduce is unused. Yeah, we don't actually care about the result. But this we do care about. Thank you, Xcode, for the help there. Async call on a function that does not support async. That's true. True, now this is all async, isn't it? If I make this async, is this going to bubble up a little too far? Let's see how this goes. Oh, well, this is fine. This can just climb inside the task. This one though. Tukes asks, is protocol-oriented programming only on Swift, or can we find it in other languages? Oh, that's a fun question. I mean, I guess it supports it in a very nice way with like these extension things. Because you can open up anything. You can say extension string and you can have it conform to any protocol you want. And we don't have that in Kotlin or anything else in the JVM, I don't think. So I have like a protocol potatoable, and it has one function potato. And we make string conform to that. Now all of a sudden, where we have a string, can call potato on it. And yeah, I don't know any other languages that do that, but I'm sure there are. I mean, Apple's style is often to just take the best things of other things, like the iPhone. What the hell am I supposed to do here with this? I think this really needs to be synchronous, and I just made it async. Guess I can make a synchronous version of this? Okay, well let's refactor this bit here. I think I know exactly what I want it to look like. Let's go ahead and let's copy this one and click into thing record. I'm going to offer another way to initialize this. And I'll give it the parent ID. There we go. So now this cleans up. This becomes the first thing. And with this parent ID, so that becomes just a one-liner now. And because it's a one-liner, I guess we can kind of do this, right? And this becomes just the first thing.id. That collapses. And this becomes kind of the next thing, just thing. Which also kind of can become a one-liner again. Now we're back to this asynchronous problem. Okay, so I think what I need to do, I think this needs to be synchronous. Means we're gonna have to push this down. This will not be async. And maybe we shouldn't call this insert, since insert is kind of innocuous. You're always inserting stuff into the database. This is kind of like clobber, like set database as. Yeah, maybe we'll call it setup. So it's clear, like, don't call this usually. Maybe we'll even say only add this in debug. Make sure this doesn't get to production code. Yeah, I think that's the way. Oh, and here we can collapse this to be one line. This has to be a try. are we compiling? Build failed. No, I just fixed that Xcode. Chill Xcode. Okay, I guess I had missed a spot. Okay, so now we'll go to the tests, and the tests will be all kinds of non-compiling, which is fine. Yeah, this is, let's comment out this first test. Yeah, and I guess we're kind of catching back up to kind of the intentions I set for the stream today. I was kind of insert into empty list. Kind of touched on this. This has ended up not the direction we went. We just ended up having two views on the database, one with the parent ID, one without. Kind of what we're getting to right here with that setup is we're getting into tests can declare the start state. So instead of getting the fixture queue, let's just start with the empty queue. And we'll say, yeah, I guess we'll grab this thing. And we'll say repo.setup. What is this? Is going to be, can I say dot fixtures dot? I do want to keep them kind of in an order. So it's laundry, desk. Rest and then clean. Maybe I should have made them alphabetical order or something. Dude, this isn't going to compile yet, is it? Nope. So we can use that new assert that I wrote. Expecting things in this order on the queue. And I wonder if these IDs should move to, like, I wonder if I could do something like this. Oh, come on. Do the thing. This is a thing.id. Look for it over here. ID has no member fixtures. But the long version works. Oh, this doesn't work either. Thing.id. But I just opened it right here. Come on. Okay, I guess that's not gonna work. So let's put it back. No big deal. Let's try to see where the tests are at now. And give me the failures. Oh, here we go. Now this is gonna be like super long, but I guess it's gonna look better than this. It'll be more readable than this. That's for sure. Can't actually run it till we fix everything, unfortunately. Oh, so actually here we're only getting the first 3, and here we're getting all 4 of them. So we'll have to remove 1 from there, and then those 2 should pass. And then this is not a thing, this is a thing record. Test async, so we can our async stuff there. These are explicit database operations. Oh, we already wrote the other one here. Yes, this test is already failing, we know that. Yeah, so let's also use the new assert here. It just reads a little bit better, I think, and tests all the same things. We can say we moved rest to the top. So it should look like that. This goes away. Whoa, everything failed. Database is corrupted. See, I called setup, so Yeah, we need to just kind of see what's coming through here. Let's see, let's try to isolate that. Let's close a bunch of, well, it's just here. That's correct. 1122 2233 344. So that part worked. So what part didn't work? This could not get anything out of the database. Boy, did I break everything. Literally got 0. And it's in memory, so we don't know what's in there. To give myself a place to put a breakpoint, I guess. I want to see what is going on in there. We still have the database. Got 0 things. What? Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this again. Oh, I didn't hit my breakpoint. Oops. Let's put that in. Okay, PO writer dot read. Can I do this? Wants me to put a try? Okay. Hey, it got the things. Got all 4 things. They're there. Oh, this didn't work. Oh, because it's the very first one. It has to insert. Oh. Does SQLite have an upsert? Let's see. Where's my migrations? Just head ID. Wow, everything failed now. Oh. Okay, we got some passes now. And these two are passing now, so that's great. And Apple Music is on the fritz again. Come on, Steve Jobs, I want to hear some songs. Yeah, some nights Apple Music just hasn't happened in a while, but it'll just like stop. Looks like these are kind of off by one. That's interesting. Yeah, so we can copy this test setup down to... Where's the failing test? Well, this one's still going to be failing anyway. I guess it's this one has a chance to be working. Oh no, this one. First three starting at the second one. Yeah, this is the one that I want to do. Oops. Still getting an off by one, huh? I wonder what I broke. Oh, is this a problem with my assert, is it? It is. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so this one we should actually discard this change. This one we actually we do want to see this, although this doesn't have the parent IDs anymore. I'm expecting this to pass. Nice. Okay. Cool. So we did a whole bunch of refactoring, and this is kind of where we ended the stream last time, is we had this error at the end, and we have to go ahead and fix it. So the problem is, so if we start with this order, and we move, let's see, let's, there we go. If we move the laundry item to the end, then we get an error. The list is corrupt because we haven't updated the head of the list. We've removed the head and put it to the bottom, but we haven't updated that pointer to the head. So that's the problem. I am going to commit here, though, because that was a whole lot of typing. And we did accomplish this. Tests can declare their start state. And I guess we didn't exactly move the parent ID to a wrapper, but we have a way to talk about things that don't have a concept of being in the database. Basically, the only difference here is they don't have the parent ID because they're just in a regular array. So let's push that upstairs. Yeah, so this reorder method we need to fix, basically. Let's close off everything else. Yeah, this is why when we were moving stuff in the UI at the end of last stream, it wasn't updating. We were getting really weird behavior. I couldn't figure it out, and it's because of what I was just saying. So if you move the top item to the end, we're not updating the pointer to the beginning of the list, and that's the problem. So how do we want to do that? Because we can grab the current head of database, and if this is the one that's moving, then we want to update stuff, I guess, right? This is so abstract and hard to read. I feel like this might be a function that we want to separate out at some point. But this is the one that's kind of doing the updating, though. This is like kind of also the... This is kind of the essence of what we're doing. And because of unique constraints, we sort of nil everything out, save the nils to the database, set things what they should be, and then update the database again. And it would be nice to do that all in one SQL statement. But we're going to keep it in Swift for at least for now. Let's see, maybe we'll get the ID of this thing. And see if the IDs match. Like if we're moving the head, then we need to update stuff. What do we need to update? Well, this will be nil, I guess. Let's see, so if we are moving the head, we want to call two different methods, or I guess for now we can just duplicate it and do the refactoring later. We don't have to be heroes and think of all of it all at the same time. So I guess this is kind of the graph or the diagram for the second one. We can make a diagram for this first state. I guess we'll call it A. And then afterwards, it's gonna look like yeah, and I guess C may or may not exist also is something else to keep in mind. So I guess either way, we're gonna load the ID, and say this is the head. So I guess we're gonna load the I guess C. So this is, I guess this is parent ID, huh? It's not exactly B. So if we have both of those, I guess at the end we want to say thing record dot update head to I guess the thing. So I guess let's see, how do we say this? We say var A is thing record dot fetch one, and I think we have this over here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so the thing where parent was the item ID. And I guess A doesn't have to change at all, really. We just need the ID of it. This is optional A. Not so good. I guess we'll just throw for now. That'll help us at least identify when there's a problem. And I guess we need to load C if it's there. Wait a minute, did I get these mixed up? So I have item ID here twice. Oh yeah, this should be new parent ID, item ID. And this might be optional, that's fine. So then, okay, this can throw, fine, try. Now we need to do this little update dance. So c dot parent ID equals item ID. Item dot parent ID equals new parent ID, and A doesn't have to do anything. Oh, I guess A's parent ID is nil. I guess I'm not actually grabbing this out of. This is not getting any changes. One of the nice things about a linked list. Okay, let's just comment that out and let's run the test suite. Test just straight up succeeded. So we have this big ugly else, but the test passed, which means we are now free to clean it up. But we definitely want to put a save point in there. We want to say test pass. Specifically, test we got to pass, which was I really reckon us at the end of last week because I didn't understand what was happening. Specifically, reordering from the top to the end. Cool. So let's go ahead and do the reading for the day. We're reading from The Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Rubin. And the chapter is Nothing is Static. The world is always changing. You can engage in the same awareness practice 5 days in a row in the same location and have a unique experience each time. Different sounds and different smells may be present. No two gusts of wind feel quite the same. The tone and quality of sunlight changes from minute to minute and day to day. Within the richness of nature, the variations are easily noticeable. Some are shouts, others are whispers. Even if an element seems static, whether a work of art in a museum or an everyday object in a kitchen, when we look at it deeply, we can see a newness. We recognize aspects unnoticed before. We read the same book over and over and will likely find new themes, undercurrents, details, and connections. You can't step into the same stream twice because it's always flowing. Everything is. The world is constantly changing, so no matter how often we practice paying attention, there will always be something new to notice. It's up to us to find it. Likewise, we are always changing, growing, evolving. We learn and forget things. We move through different moods, thoughts, and unconscious processes. The cells in our body die and regenerate. No one is the same person all day long. And if the world outside were to remain static, the information we took in would still be ever-changing. And so too would the work we bring forth. Wow. That's very moving. He's saying like everything is moving. Even if the world seems to not be moving, our perception of the world is moving because we are living beings, always changing. Always see something different. You can't step into the same stream twice because it's always flowing. We are flowing like a river. And there's joy in that and there's sadness of that. There's like the fear of missing out, of I'm always changing, so I might miss myself yesterday. There's always myself tomorrow to look forward to. And there's myself in the present. But I guess I keep seeing the present flowing by. Whew. Yeah, I guess it's easy to think about good moments in my life that have happened, and even a good moment in the present. Like, this is a great moment. I don't want it to end. And seeing time just like flowing by as everything is changing, nothing is static. And that usually makes me sad. And there's always, I guess there's always something new to look forward to also, which is comforting, which is happy. Man, this is such a fun book. Okay. Where are we at? So we have this big test here. No, we have this big what's this called? This big method that is basically an if, because we did it twice. Oh man, I don't know if I have the chops right now to refactor this live, but this is something that we do in a refactor. Let's see, what can we clean up? Clean that up. I guess we didn't have a test for insert at beginning. Yeah, here it is. Insert into empty. This is something we started the stream with and we never, like this, it's like, this is weird, having to say nil parent ID just to insert something in, and that's what led to all these other things we did. Okay, so let's save this into a clarifying variable. You know what? Let's just use the fixture. And it failed. Of course, we know why, because this is only an update, not an insert. Did this SQLite have an upsert? Or I guess I can write my own. Oh, I guess I can delegate out to these two. Not sure if I want to delete these though. I think I might want to. I mean, I guess I know in looking into the future, I know that we're going to have multiple heads of lists once we support multiple lists. So I guess that's why I'm taking it a little easy here. Still failing. Am I not calling the function I just wrote? Yep, I am not. There we go. I succeed. Yeah, working a full day and then doing a 2-3 hour stream has not been working out for me. So I need to change my schedule to be not that. It would be so nice if we had universal healthcare in the United States, then I wouldn't need as much income, wouldn't need as many donations. I could quit my job and do this full time. If we had better support for folks. I just think there's so much art and ideas and inventions that we're missing out on because of healthcare costs so much money. And food. I mean, talk about eggs recently. But for now, I do need to work. Man, we've been in the database for like, this is like our 4th session now. Well, I guess the first session we didn't do too much database stuff. I think we did a bunch of stuff in the UI, and now we're just in the database for a while now. Hopefully next time we can. Did it save though? So if I restart the app. I don't think it's saved. guess we could take a peek at that real quick. Let's see, that would be the list view. Get my yeah, the simulator is acting so weird. See, we don't need that business. If I just move it up one, so we have rest in the middle. Oh, let's see, that saved. Whoa, that saved. That's so cool. Oh, now we have a unique constraint failure. Okay, well that is exciting. I guess that's something we can pick up next time. For now, you can find out more about me on my website, fullqdeveloper.com. SPX is out and live. FQauth is live. I guess I've been working on this new app instead of tweaks to FQauth because I want to use FQauth in an app. My current apps are live on the App Store, Underway, and Haptic Studio. And of course, take care of your wrists. I do love keyboards. Let's see, does this show up on camera? This is what my keyboard looks like. And of course, join the Discord. The links are down here at the bottom to Twitter and Mastodon and all that. Thanks so much for sticking around and doing some live coding. We will be back soon, though. Thank you so much to all the subscribers and sponsors. It means the world to me. And I'll see you next Monday at 8 o'clock New York City time. Have a great evening, morning, or night, wherever you are. Let's go.